Jim Caviezel is actually crazy. He was struck by lightning while playing Jesus.
Shot me out of my body. I saw the back side, not here. And I remember looking at him, and all of a sudden I saw his hand blow up. And he also says, I didn't come to bring peace into this world. I came like a sword to divide. Fifth take. It was bizarre. The wind was blowing hard.
I didn't watch Passion of Christ. Did it go crazy? Was it good? Was it a good movie? I don't really care about Christian stuff, so. Very confused MB. Thank you for the 25. Get the subs. It's torture porn. Real torture porn is the top of the hour ad break coming and going. And you guys sitting there and watching 3 minutes of fucking military ads rather than just avoiding those ads by subscribing for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime. Oh. Time for a Doliprane. No, I'm using one though. I did. I don't know where it is though. It got delivered. Doliprane. Okay. Oh, it's definitely time for this. It's worth a watch. Okay. She did. Fiona gave me a bigger welcome than Kaya did, though. Yeah, Fiona was more excited to see me than Kaya was. Kaya was also excited to see me, but Fiona went crazy. Hey, get out. Oh my God.
And the clouds were, it felt like I could jump up and touch them. And that was very mystical, what was happening in the ground. You could feel something in the ground. And then the wind was blowing, and I couldn't, I could see everybody. There were about 350 people that were around me on a hill. And the wind was blowing, and then I couldn't hear the wind. And I could feel the suctioning occur. And then it was probably more like 3 seconds. It felt like 5, but it was probably less than that. And then boom, I shot me out of my body. I saw the back side, not here. And then I was back. Then Jan Michelini runs over, and I remember looking at him, and all of a sudden I saw his hand blow up. Sparks came out. There was another shot that came down. And then I was in shock. And then so I was on a lot of medication until 2009 was my first surgery at Stanford. And then my second one was at Cleveland Clinic in 2014. And that saved me, saved my life. I died on the operating table.
What?
I've never told that.
Bro, these guys just have decided instead of doing hard drugs, they're just, Jesus is their drug. That's it. Hello. I know. Rebooted as an AI QAnon conspiracy. Oh God. Don't make me laugh. Fuck. Oh, this is awesome. Get out of here. Murat! I released her. All you need to know is they made a South Park episode on it, and it was the episode where Cartman went full Hitler. Jeremy Jahns' actual review of the film.
Say in the beginning. Let's just talk about the heavy movie of the week or year.
Dude, this guy still has the exact same background and exact same intro that he's had for like 10 years. What the fuck?
So Sound of Freedom is a movie, little setup here. I'd never even heard about this movie until a couple days ago. I saw it in the comment section. People were like, why don't you review Sound of Freedom? I was like, what's that? What is that? Turns out it's not what it sounds like. Sound of Freedom sounds like a 2002 War in Iraq military puff piece film. Right, it's not. Sound of Freedom is based on a true story. It stars Jim Caviezel as Tim Ballard, who's an agent for Homeland Security. And this movie is the true story about how this guy, Tim Ballard, worked with colleagues, got some funding, set up a sting operation to catch a bunch of these traffickers and free a bunch of children from trafficking. Now, the first 45 minutes or so of this movie is exposing you to the horrific nature of the subject matter. And it needs to do that. I totally get that. That is to say, this film is very heavy. This is not like Taken. Taken is using a real thing, human trafficking, and that's the springboard to show Liam Neeson be a badass and smoke baddies, and that's why we love him for it, and that's why the movie's entertaining. This is not that. This is a very real look at the world of child trafficking. Not to say it's graphic. It's a PG-13 movie. I appreciate that about it. We know what happens to these children when they're trafficked. We don't need to see it.
No, I do need it. I need to know that child trafficking is bad. Isn't this literally like, isn't this exactly what liberals yell about on Twitter? Isn't this exactly what they want? They want to know, like, no bad characters in movies. Bad things need to be described under zero uncertainty, okay? Child trafficking is so bad, and you got to say it's bad, and you got to make sure that everybody understands it. It's so dumb.
I like the fact that the film knows that you don't have to show it to know it. Also makes it more accessible for people, you know? It's like, you got to have a strong stomach already, just thematically, to watch this film. If it were graphic, I'd have bailed. But I appreciate that it shows that this world of chasing child traffickers, these agents have seen the worst of the worst. I would say it's not a job for everybody. I would argue it's not a job for anybody. They do it because if they don't, who?
Oh, damn, dude. Jeremy's pro-child trafficking, dude. He's like, it's not a job for anybody. Nobody should do it. Nobody should stop child sex traffickers.
Who will? There's an emotional toll that it takes, and that is why Jim Caviezel is perfect in this film. He's perfect because I've always seen him as a person. The first time I really saw Jim Caviezel was Frequency. He just has a kind face. Yes, I know he has played villains before, but to me, I don't know, maybe I still see him as Jesus.
Yeah, like when he played Jesus.
But he has a kind face. However, he has really pained eyes.
Honestly, why are we watching one guy's review? I know he's a movie YouTuber, but whatever. Why are you upset that this like random YouTuber has decided he likes the movie? Like, we watch random one guy videos every day, all day. Who cares? Like, what? You think people are just going to now be like, no, actually the fucking QAnon person that made the movie is good now. That's what I think.
His eyes just have this look about him, like he's dealing with a lot of pain, but trying to hide it. Perfect for the character. He always looks like he is one sentence away from just breaking down and crying, but he still has that switch flipped. And really, that's largely all of us in the audience. We're like that. So it's kind of, you know, it's relatable to see Jim Caviezel be like the rest of us be like Jim Caviezel. If you don't cry in the movie, you did actively try to hold it back. No one's judging anyone here. I'm just saying that's the logistical fact. Also, they use the budget really well in here. The movie.
This film is not about right versus left. It's about saving children. Thank you, JJ. The fact that no celebrities, TV networks, news, politicians haven't mentioned this movie speaks volumes. Finally, a big movie reviewer who hasn't sold out. Big respect. Many years ago, I watched a 700 Club episode. Child predators should never be called martyrs. What? Dude, what is happening, dude? God damn it. Everyone is so fucking stupid. It's like, it was content at first, but now it's starting to be a little scary, I think. How fucking brain broken people are. Like every single person here genuinely believes that there is like child sex trafficking happening at the highest levels of American society. And it's mostly the Democratic Party. And they're doing it. They're doing the damn thing. Okay? They're doing it, and they're doing it really well, and they are hiding it. They're hiding it from the American population, except for all the Barbaras and all the Debras. They are the ones who have uncovered this. They foiled the plot. Oh, God. Oh, my God.
It costs about $14.5 million, thus saith the Googles. Incredible use of budget. If I found out this movie cost twice as much as that, like $30 million, I'd be like, yeah, that tracks. Also, they made the most of their budget. That's actually really impressive. It costs less than half of that at $14.5 million. I have seen movies with $60 million budgets look far cheaper than this movie ever did. If you dare to look into the facts of the true story of this, you do see where they trimmed the budget. I guess the main operation, Operation Triple... I want to call it Triple Tap. I don't think that's it. Triple Take. Right, so Operation Triple Take was much larger. They actually saved a lot more people, but for the sake of the film, they were like, let's concentrate on the children that they saved. Those kind of corners cut, you see where they were like, if we had a larger budget, maybe we could show the whole thing, but we can't show how large scale that operation was. You don't know that. You don't know until you start the Googling afterwards, but the fact that this movie makes you look into it more, makes you start Googling, that's a good thing. I feel like this is going to be a concern for some people, so I guess the studio, don't know much about it, but I heard it's a faith-based studio. Also, it's called The Sound of Freedom. Point is, in this politically charged world, I'm sure some people look at this and be like, right wing, whatever, no thanks. But I felt it did a really good job at keeping that out of it. It's not about that. It's not about the right.
It's definitely about that. Like, the guy is a fucking nut job. The main actor. The movie very much is just like QAnon pedophilia is happening. I mean, I haven't even seen it, and he has. Maybe he's right. But kind of hard to not marry the two. But like the movie has, like, the guy literally is selling the movie as a way to raise awareness about child sex trafficking. Which is like, what are we doing here? What awareness? Yeah, but he's promoting it. Yeah, he's like, one ticket to this movie means one ticket for a child to not be trafficked. That's what one ticket to this movie is doing.
Versus the left, it's about saving children. Like, there are lines in the movie where Jim Caviezel says,
God's children are not for sale.
First of all, pretty badass phrase, but it's in context. It's the character. It's what he would say. It's what the guy would say. So it makes sense in the context of the film and the character at hand. But this is based off of a true story. So yeah, there was a clear moment where I was like, I do not think it happened this way. Gonna look into it. Exactly. It's like the movie wraps up, and it felt a little quick on the wrap up, but I was like, all right, you know, it's fine. Didn't have a big budget after all. And then it was like, you know what? What if this dude just does a solid sneaking operation into the jungle for one last? I was like, it feels weirdly out of place, to the point where I feel like they had their movie and it was all wrapped up and the sting goes down, and someone was like, no, big Metal Gear Solid fan. I don't think that movie's ever happening, so this is the closest we will get. Let's do it. For the sake of the fundamental wrap-up of fulfillment. I will say it's a 2-hour, 15-minute film. It did not feel like it was over 2 hours. So that's really impressive. These days, I really feel the runtime. I'm getting old and grumpy when it comes to runtimes, no doubt. I'm completely aware of it, just so you know. So it's actually more impressive I didn't notice it here. I would be remiss if I went without talking about the music.
2 hours and 15 minutes isn't that bad. What the fuck? I feel like 3 hours is when it's like, okay, this is way too long.
Musical score. I thought the musical score was exceptional. It was heartfelt, beautiful, emotional, all when called for. On the other hand, broody, dark, intense, atmospheric, somber, downright creepy in other scenes. But in the end, in a weekend of packed movies, I wasn't planning on doing this one, but glad I did. It's an informative film that's a solid thriller in its own right. That's all I ask.
It's just, it's so funny. It's like, I don't know, watching The Pianist and being like, guys, you have to watch this movie to understand that, like, well, it's even worse than I was going to say. You have to understand this movie because, like, you have to watch the movie because it's like the Holocaust is bad. The Nazis did was very wrong. But even then, that's like historical. Okay? This is just literally looking at a concept that universally everyone knows is bad, which is child trafficking, and being like, thank God someone is finally shining a light on the dark side of child trafficking. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's about time someone said it. It's very brave, honestly. Incredibly brave take to say that child trafficking is morally abhorrent and wrong, and we got to put a stop to it. Okay? Significantly braver than running the top of the hour ad break 17 minutes into the top of the hour and forgetting to run it at the top of the hour. But then telling you, at least, that if you no longer want to see those ads, all you need to do is subscribe for $5 or free. Wait, again? Oh, I did run... Oh, well, I forgot to run the top of the hour ad break, I guess. But I did do the debate. Did I do the debate? 3 hours on Oppenheimer, too long or too short for Nolan? As always. It's just Nolan. Oh, here's the 3-minute ad break now. Fuck you guys.
Ask if a film...
Bro, are you high? Yes, man. I am. I am high. I'm high off of not really sleeping that much. I just landed and immediately went live. I probably shouldn't have done that. Everyone is fucking shitting on me.
Film exists to be informative. I only ask that it also be entertaining in the genre that it is in. I felt this film did that. Again, heavy subject matter, so if this is a one-time viewing, totally get it, but I do believe it is worth that one viewing. It emotionally sticks with you, and I'm glad I watched it. No alcohol required. Alright, so Sound of Freedom, have you seen it? What did you think about it? Whatever you thought, comment below, let me know, and as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.
Awesome-tacular videos. Doctor give you painkillers for that rib. Be careful what you eat, bro. Being gassy with a broken rib is another level of gas pain. What? Okay. We're gonna do Jawbreed destroys Steven Crowder. Fear not. I do kind of want to go and I want to do a deeper dive into the Sound of Freedom shit. Here's me on Sound of Freedom, the QAnon adjacent thriller that pretends to be a real movie much in the same way a pregnancy crisis center pretends to be an actual clinic. Brazilians are already accusing me of pedophilia on Instagram. Enjoy. The mainstream liberal media doesn't want you to know that this film is a stealth reverse big. What is this? So I'm clear. The movie makes no mention of QAnon, but you're presuming that the absence is a dog whistle for QAnon people? Every Letterboxd review has the most insane comments like, wow, I can't believe you want to kidnap and murder children. Yeah, if you don't like a movie that features, oh god, it's so awful. This is what Rad Libs do. This is literally what rad libs do. It's just now the right is doing it, and they're saying you're a pedophile. Rad libs used to do this and be like, oh, if you like this movie, you're a racist. Okay? Oh, fuck off. What do you mean, oh, fuck off? This is straight up looking at a movie and then thinking that, like, watching that movie, consuming that movie says something about your personal politics. Okay? It does not. Just enjoy things. Who cares? It's just so stupid. Dumb. And then it's also creating this like a clear moral boundary, right? Or you have to warp every piece of media that you consume to ensure that like nobody gets a different message out of it, okay? Like saying this is uncovering the dark side of child sex trafficking is a perfect representation of this. It's like the Ted Lasso of QAnon watchers, okay? And Ted Lasso doesn't even take itself too seriously because it's a fucking comedy, so it doesn't really matter. But like you can't have a bad guy, and if you have a bad guy, he can't be like good. Wait, what's up? Oh, you guys love streaming, dude. What the fuck? They're just like slowly walking in here while I'm streaming. And you're just like, hey, yeah, you guys want to come on? You guys want to come on the stream? Okay, all right, here, get it.
Just doing nothing.
Oh fuck, I can't move too well, so yeah, really fucking bad, dude. Have you guys heard about this movie, Sound of Freedom? Yeah. Yeah, I know that. Okay, hold on here. Let me open up the mic.
I think we were here when that person.
The mic's on. Are they working?
Oh yeah, you were here when I.
Or I watched the stream.
Yeah, watch out for that one.
And assumed I was there.
Wait, were you here or did you?
No,
actually?
I think we were here. I don't watch the stream that much. I mean, I watch it all the time.
Oh my god, were you?
I was actually so addicted to just streaming that when you were gone, I was just like, oh. I might watch Hasan's streams just to check what he's up to.
What's going on? What's
I
Chad doing?
didn't stream that much while I was gone because I got into a tragic golf karting incident. So it didn't happen for me. But okay. Sound of Freedom is a QAnon-tinged thriller about child trafficking designed to appeal to the conscience of a conspiracy-addled boomer.
Sick.
It sounds awesome. It looks awesome. And apparently, like, it's gotten relatively positive reception from even critics because 78 on Rotten Tomatoes is pretty good.
Yeah.
And yet, anyone that's given it like average marks, I guess, now is being bombarded with pedophilia accusations.
That's amazing.
That's the best way to get a movie good reviews.
Yeah. You're a pedophile if you don't like it.
Yeah.
8.7 on IMDb.
We should watch it.
I want to watch it, but we can't. This is like
get
a Western release. You know what I mean? It's not like the Chinese one. Conservatives are 10-star spamming it on IMDb. It's sitting at 8.7 out of 10. It's good.
Right.
Anything below 8 out of 10 means you're a pedophile. Yeah. The movie company is raising awareness by raising $4 million for themselves.
Nice.
This is America's #1 movie, Sound of Freedom. And they had a pay it forward campaign to provide free tickets for someone to claim and watch it at the movie theaters. So they raised enough money for 3.8 million tickets.
Wait, does that mean I can watch for free? How do you apply for the person who's being paid
I want
forward?
that too.
Yeah.
I want to. They need to pay it forward for us because we are the audience that has to watch this because we only know about the light side of child trafficking.
Yeah, we only hear the good parts.
We've never encountered the dark side of it.
No, I've never been trafficked.
Yeah, and so this movie is gruesome. Wait, it says claim free tickets. Wait, hold on. Let me see if we can claim one.
No way.
Enter your zip code and choose a date. Select the show time. Follow the prompt. I don't want to put my information on here. Oh my God.
Just put a random zip code.
No, I think it'll just like show it only for like, hold on. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do it. Hold on. I'm not going to show it. Request my theater. Oh, we don't. Oh,
So they want a lot from you.
Oh, it's like data mining.
Dude, look how many people are buying tickets.
Yeah.
It's like non-stop.
They're not. Yeah. You're getting RMC emails for life. These screenings are all sold out and half empty. Source, I'm a cinema worker.
Shit.
They're so mad at CNN. Wait, why? What the fuck? New. CNN vocally opposes the release of Sound of Freedom, a movie exposing the reality of child sex trafficking, calling it a QAnon film. Imagine being upset about a movie exposing child sex trafficking and thinking you're the good guys. Dude, it's a movie, man. It's a movie. It's fake, dude. It's fake, brother. You're doing the same shit that Radlibs do when they're like, oh, you didn't like this particular movie that has a great message like that. Well, that says a lot about you. It's like,
Is it a doco in any way? Is it based on a true story?
it's based on a true story.
Oh, so it's like an actual movie. I thought it was a documentary. I thought it was
Yeah,
him
no,
going
no.
around the world and freeing
No,
the
that's what I
children.
thought too. No. It's actually just like a movie.
Oh.
It's oh God. This movie is Coney
That's so
2012, but
stupid.
for conservatives. The Albanians don't want you to see this yet. Albanians hate this one movie. Since Taken, they've been like, please don't expose the
Stop.
dark side of child trafficking. In a way that Taken never did.
Yeah.
So let's see. Give Alexa your glasses? No.
Don't do that.
No.
Don't turn me to a pedophile.
No.
I'm not ready.
No.
No. Okay, let's see.
Someone told me to wipe the chocolate milk off my lip, and I thought I actually had chocolate milk on my lip. And I'm like, oh, they're talking about slight stubble.
What?
Your chat's lovely.
Oh, you got.
Slight stubble.
Oh, dude.
They
they've been-
noticed? That's like
Somehow.
the biggest deal for Alex. He's completely hairless.
Yeah.
Dude, look at you. What's happening? Is it the American GMO?
Yeah, I
Fucking
think so. It's making me produce hair faster.
you got. You're growing up, dude. Next up, you're gonna
You're
have
aging.
Some, you're gonna have some chest hair next.
No way.
Fuck, you got me so excited.
Yeah. I think we need to learn the facts. Worldschildren.org. What?
27% of trafficking victims are
Wait, children are trafficked 4 times more likely to be trafficked for labor rather than sex? Wait, hold on.
I mean, the ones who make all our stuff.
Wait, how is a child useful, though, for fucking labor?
What do you mean?
What do you mean, dude?
Tiny
Little
little hands.
fingers,
Compared
dude.
to an adult, though.
Yeah, but it's adults so
guess-
hard to traffic. You can fit like
Yeah.
so many more kids in a car than you can.
You're
adults.
so right. And also, like, I feel like they're more resilient.
Kids? Well, you can
Yeah.
throw them.
Oh, we were talking about this today. They do
Yeah.
have their bones are bendy. They like
Yeah, you like.
That's what I said.
yeah.
Okay. You just believed what I said.
What you made it up?
No, I mean, I could be wrong, but you just took that on face
No,
value.
it's like a child 100% can cope with like horrific trauma better than an adult can with like
Yeah.
flushed opinions, fully fledged opinions. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
I think an adult would just kill themselves, but kids would just keep on working.
Yeah, kids are like, I don't get it. I don't know. I guess this is my reality.
Yeah. This is what being a human's
Dude,
all about.
My thing is like, why are you trying to traffic children for labor when you could just like go to Nebraska?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like many states have unrolled like new deregulation specifically surrounding child labor. Like you can do it for, you can do it without any sort of like pesky government restrictions.
What about prison labor? Isn't that super cheap as well?
Yeah, but you don't see that's the problem. Juvie doesn't
count.
do that.
Doesn't do labor?
Oh, really?
Yeah, Juvie doesn't.
What a
I don't think
waste of
Juvie does.
resources.
I know. It's really fucked up. 66% of child trafficking victims are girls. What can you do about forced labor?
It's not progressive that they're all girls, but they want them for work.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's awful.
Ladies belong in the factory floor as well. 99% of victims trafficked for sexual exploitation are women and girls. Traffickers use threat, lies, debt, bondage. Yeah, we've all seen
Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate's Hustlers University, or what was it, the Pimping Ain't Easy program or whatever
Wait, is
the
that
fuck.
actually?
He called it like, I forget what he called it, but yeah, we are very familiar. Watching this movie is gonna resolve pimping hose degree.
Wow.
That's what it was. Not pimping ain't easy degree. It was pimping hose.
It's
degree.
actually pimping is very easy. You just need to know that
pimping
tricks.
wasn't easy until the pimping hose degree. Now it's like it's super easy.
Apparently 1 in every 250 people are victims in the Asia Pacific region.
What?
Wait, Australia's the Asia Pacific region.
That cannot be true.
7 in 10 victims of sexual exploitation are. Yo, this is just shitting on the Asia Pacific. What? 7 in 10 victims of sexual exploitation in the world are trafficked in the Asia Pacific?
Well, if you think about how many like
Okay, what are Albanians running in that territory? What's going on?
I don't know.
That's what
No.
I learned everything from movies, so I'm just thinking
Yeah.
according to Taken. That's what I was thinking. Fun fact, most child traffickers aren't great guys usually. Wait, oh, come on. Do they have like a pop-in TikTok page though? Cuz in which case my mind can be changed. Okay, so
I'm thinking about all those like migrant workers that go from the Philippines to like the Gulf states.
Oh, yeah.
Is that who would like that's work and sexual exploitation? Just like 2 for 1.
They come to Australia as well. They work in like the
Yeah.
cane plantations.
Yeah,
and-
yeah. It's so funny that chuds are losing their minds about this movie, saying that this movie don't get made and movies like this don't get made when Marvel's Black Widow is a literal plot about child trafficking. Yeah, like child trafficking is like a very common plot in movies because it's one of those things that's like a cliche. Like everyone universally understands that that's a bad thing to do, which is why like people fucking what you want about Albanians and child trafficking. It's a Taken reference that we were making. It's kind of, it's kind of basically just something that everyone agrees is bad. Okay, let's watch.
And you seem pretty familiar with him because he doesn't really hide his association with this real wild plot that involves, drinking the blood of children and things like that.
No, he doesn't hide it at all. And you have a lot of people who are in this world of QAnon who say, oh, they don't know what that is. They've never heard of it.
Yeah, they brought a guy with the last name Rothschild to talk about how this movie is fake.
They're totally in on it.
This surely will make the QAnon guys respond normally.
Yep.
Good job.
They're just asking questions. With somebody like Jim Caviezel, he is openly embracing it. He's
Oh,
openly
this guy.
using its catchphrases and its concepts. He's speaking at QAnon conventions. And this film is being marketed to either specific QAnon believers or to people who believe all of the same tenets as QAnon, but claim they don't know what it is.
And The Sound of Freedom does focus on a real issue of sex trafficking. But that theme, it's sort of like that kernel of truth that feeds the QAnon conspiracy theory. Tell us how those two things work together.
Sure. And the most durable and the most believable.
I'm Jewish, and we spent all of the Sabbath cutting the air conditioning in every AMC theater. we started off this because I saw this like freak QAnon mom who was like, "What are they hiding? They refunded our tickets because the AC wasn't working in the theater. I was trying to watch Sound of Freedom." Like, dude, it's awesome. Yes, there's a grand conspiracy to stop you from watching another movie about, stopping child traffickers.
Believable conspiracy theories are not entirely false. There's something in them that is true and the rest of it is false, but the believers point to the one true thing and they say, oh, you don't believe that this particular thing is true. In terms of child trafficking, we know trafficking is real. We know it has real victims. No one is denying that. But these films are created out of moral panics. They're created out of bogus statistics. They're created out of fear. And with something like Sound of Freedom, it's
I really hate both sides of this conversation. I actually, no, I hate this side more, as a matter of fact, because like at least the other side is like entertaining with how schizophrenic they are.
Yeah.
Like their reception of this movie is like, this is uncovering secret truths about, the pedophile Democrats and whatever, which is like a movie in and of itself. You know what I mean? It's like a second thing to watch. Meanwhile, these guys are like, oh my God, the movie is creating a moral panic. It's like, yeah, it is, because these people are insane. But also, like, I don't know. I think they're taking it just as seriously as the other side is.
Not important.
I just thought of a really funny video idea we could do. We could go to cinemas where this is playing and dress up and purposely do weird things to fuck with people so that they think we're trying to stop them from doing stuff.
You are just trying to get killed before you
that'd be
leave, I
so
think.
funny.
Yeah, it's a great video idea.
Just doing red flag.
Yeah, it's a great video idea. When would you recommend shooting that?
Tonight.
Oh, okay.
So,
Oh, well, interesting.
Let's get the free tickets.
Yeah. These guys, yeah. Have you told the audience yet?
no,
Which
about
cinema?
what? Which cinema we're going to tonight?
Yeah, which cinema you're going to tonight? No, that's not what I mean. All right, never mind. All right. I did a thing getting shot. Man doesn't realize he's in America now. I mean, you'll be fine in LA, I think. Yeah. You're not doing it in like Texas. If you do it in Texas, you're getting shot. I wasn't saying
we threaten people. I was saying we just make it seem
you
like
look like a
someone's
child
trying to
trafficker.
stop them from watching the movie.
Well, I'll go like that pedophile guy. I already apparently look like him.
You
I
just
need
wear my glasses and then,
get a haircut.
Yeah, someone said you should cosplay the movie.
Yeah. You could also go both ways, though. You could be like Jim Caviezel. Like, if you get like a different haircut, you could look like Jim Caviezel a little bit.
That's really nice.
And then
we cosplay as pedophiles and go watch
yeah. Go in a white van.
Yeah, in a white van.
It's like, hey kids, you want some candy? Oh, Jesus.
How do you cosplay as a pedophile?
Specifically is looking at QAnon concepts of these child trafficking rings that are run by the high-level elites, and only people like Tim Ballard and only people like Jim Caviezel, and by extension, only people like the ticket buyer can help bring these trafficking rings down. So there's a very participatory element. You're not just going to see a movie, you're just killing 2 hours on a hot day. You are helping bring down these pedophile rings and save children. Now, it's not true, but it's a very comforting and it's a very warm feeling to have.
I mean, it's like, it's in the same vein as like whatever kind of fucking liberal feel-good movie that comes out, like like a white man savior, like a white savior flick that comes out, and like every liberal goes and watches it.
This is the best thing ever.
And they're like, oh my God, I'm doing my part combating, like fighting against racism. You know,
So
I went to watch The Green Book. Like,
Yeah, that's
that was such a shit movie.
yeah, I just that's it. It's
And at the end, they have like Christmas dinner together or something. It's so bad. Is that the one?
yeah, or the ones vegans love to watch. Yeah, I don't even know what movies vegans love to watch, but basically, that's it. That's how it works, and this is like the QAnon version of that. Meanwhile, it's just a movie. Like, consume it as though it's just a fucking movie.
Yeah.
CNN hates this, says Colin Rugg.
They're exposing us.
Imagine being upset about a movie exposing child sex trafficking and thinking you're the good guys. These films are created out of moral panics. They're created out of bogus statistics. They're created out of fear. And with something like The Sound of Freedom, it specifically is looking at QAnon concepts of these child trafficking rings that are run by the high-level elites. CNN sucks. Yeah. He just said going to see a movie on a hot day. He knows about the AC cutting.
Ah,
Yeah, true. You can't get us. You want to see this?
she's hot.
I did not say that. You said that.